the Empa is a 4 or small. She won out in one night to a woman, war software, war imams, or Buffy, or to the enterprise. Only noise said, I don't know if you know about if you only come in one. Also, I want to thank you. You spoke very, very well. I really like that. But as we were acknowledging the good things that we've done, I was expecting that at least the road from home to this place, you said there's no one single good road. I know the state of that road before we assumed office. And I'm sure next time when you have the opportunity on the pulpit, you tell the clergy, your congregation, what we have done. Again, the road from here going to Tema is under construction. And that road has been there ever since. We are doing it now. Thank
you, Chairman. So I humbly invite Sheikh Imam Said Mukhtar, a rep from the Imams.
I greet everyone here present, and I would wish to stand on the existing protocol and go directly to give the message from the Katamanso Chief Imam, the sense of Al-Hajj Sayyid. He is actually my namesake. He actually asked that we extend his regrets for not being able to come to this particular gathering. And Your Excellency, this should go directly to you. I will also take the privilege of being in front of you today, speaking to you directly. And I think this is a privilege for me because you have been standing behind me in the police mosque as well as the Dar es Salaam mosque. But today, I will kindly I will kindly beseech you, let me face you directly. In the mosque, we all face Allah, but in this case, I'm going to face you to talk to you directly. Please give me that opportunity. Jazakallah khair. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, Your Excellency, Al-Haji, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the distinguished flag bearer of the new Patriotic Party and the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, esteemed members of your entourage, respected stakeholders of our community, all present here today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. On behalf of the Muslim community and all gathered here today, it is my great honor to extend our warmest and most heartfelt welcome to Your Excellency and your delegation. We are truly grateful for this opportunity to engage with you on such an important occasion. And we acknowledge the profound significance of your presence. First and foremost, we give thanks to Almighty Allah for blessing us with the historic moment to witness the election of the first ever Muslim presidential candidate from one of the largest political parties in Ghana since our independence. Indeed, this is a testament to Ghana's commitment to democracy, unity, and inclusiveness, where people of diverse backgrounds can rise to the highest office in our land. Your Excellency, as you embark on this journey of dialogue with the electorate, we are reminded of the weighty responsibility this engagement holds. It is indeed a social contract you are entering into with the people of Ghana. By seeking our trust and support, you are committing to uphold the hopes, aspirations, and welfare of all the nation and the citizens. We therefore urge you to treat this contract with the utmost sincerity, honor, and dedication as it will shape the future of our beloved nation. In the event that Almighty Allah, inshallah, grants you the victory in the upcoming election on the 7th of December, and you are called to serve the presidency of Ghana, we Ghanaians will look to you to fulfill the constitutional mandates set forth in Articles 35, 36, and 37 of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana. These articles emphasize the duty of the government to improve the life condition of all citizens and to foster national unity. It is our collective hope that you will initiate policies and programs aimed at alleviating poverty, promoting development, and ensuring the prosperity of every Ghanaian, regardless of their background. We also expect that under your leadership, appointments to government will be made based on meritocracy. Our country is rich with talented, capable, and dedicated individuals, and we trust that you will select people who are not only qualified but also committed to serving the national interest. In addition, we urge you to strengthen state institutions, enhancing their capacity to deliver essential services to the people and ensuring that they respond swiftly and effectively to the needs of all citizens. Your Excellency, one of the most pressing issues facing our dear nation today is the problem of illegal mining, popularly known as galamsey, which has devastated our environment and polluted our water bodies. This scourge has not only deprived us of fertile agricultural lands, but also threatened our access to clean water, a basic necessity of life as captured in SGD Goals 6. We are eager to hear from you, Your Excellency, on what concrete steps you intend to take to address this critical issue and to restore the integrity of our natural resources for the benefit of future generations. We, the Muslim communities, have full confidence in your leadership. It is this confidence that has brought us here today in response to your call. Your Excellency, we believe in your vision and your ability to lead our nation towards greater prosperity. And we are hoping that you will prove to Ghanaians, and particularly the teeming Muslim communities, that you are a leader who will serve all with fairness, justice, and compassion. As you continue on this important journey, Your Excellency, we pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grants you the strength, the divine guidance, the protection, and the success. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, قُلِ اللَّهُمَّ مَالِكَ الْمُلْكِ تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتنزع الملك ممن تشاء تعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء بيدك الخير إنك على كل شيء قدير. Allah says in the translation of that verse, believe and draw in this saying when Allah told the Prophet Muhammad, say, O Muhammad, O Allah, you are the owner of sovereignty and you give sovereignty to whomever you wish. Quran 3:26. May Allah give you the strength, wisdom, and fortitude to lead Ghana towards peace, progress, and unity. And may your efforts be crowned with success for the benefit of all Ghanaians. Once again, Your Excellency, we thank you for the time and engagement with us. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Maui Radon, and you find a hidden share is Ake Shipon Cheme Akedoku. I mean, 5 years, she or Vice President came up with Traditional Council. Ni Ofosu Kubli, evaluate my cancer man. You never did the job.
The women, you're Mr. Vice President. Honorable Minister. And I know this talk you never be a Kamadia Chairman. Ewe ya koko bepela. Chimewe ya koko pa friend. Ake woni tete otu iji enyo.
Yeah, Abba. We're sure over you that year. Can't let one bring a fake at my dear. Never did you come over in the year. What you want you about with a locality or you? If you are going Methodist of software, Sunday knew about you. It will fair. It will fair. You more a couple of you one year old me. She told I will let a couple of you go. Saluji. Ketowo MPP David ne you know. No mere warrior home clinic. She be a name. Ajana Wawa. Young April Salon. Hey, Salon, I just Shabi. Abena, no one more page you. Ava Kulina. Na Kehaw. Abebo Mone. Tamo, I will what you can buy here. Lele. Wono kadiake be babao ne woto road ne ke bako eyin si MPP gabe ne no ayebero na tu ne bomode ojoba si kadi ojo wo municipality amike ya Apolonia gbeke Katamanso gbeke even we chako bi ere no ke ya wọ́pọ̀dé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọ̀dẹ̀ ní èyí nkùlá ní wọlé akẹ́ níyẹn jẹ́sìsì ní ìlú ní bá fi ní àwọn ní wọ̀nà bá lọ́nà wọ̀ pàpọ̀ sọ fún ìlú ẹ̀fẹ́ èyí ẹ̀pá lókùn mi nù èyí ẹ̀pá ilé kẹ́jì èyí ẹ̀pá ìlú akẹ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ní òfúfú òbí ní ẹgbẹ́ òdì ní òbí wọ́n yẹ bọ́dé iṣu nínú hẹ́wọ̀ hẹ́bì àpòyẹ̀pọ̀ màrẹ́ nàkàsàdé ọ̀kẹ́ àwọn original minister ni final jeni wo ke ha le ni akashi si etu eni odoba si dare wo ko akeke o ya ni mogo do be wo nu cho yusu biye salo ko gbe mo fe asu eyi mene wo vice president bi eche ye wo ke le ake wo regional minister e ko sale na egbe no ake e ba fi ha o si mo le o mene ni ba se biye wo ke le ake e bo mo de ni e wo regional minister kan ni atuwele ni akeyawo papa sọ fún yìí lóko lẹ́lẹ̀ gbogbo bá akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ máa ní ẹni NPP wíní gòdà NPP wíní gòdà sí bíkọ́ mẹ́fì àfi bíkọ́ mẹ́fì àfi ní wọ́dẹ̀mínú William Ofosu Asante mímọ́ ní ìwọ̀n rẹ̀ ní ìgbà yìí ní Ofosu òbí ní wọ́n ìbílì ìbátẹ̀lẹ̀ ní pẹ̀lú wọ́n hẹ́rẹ́ lẹ́kẹ̀ẹ́ méjì èlò dání màá bí àhínbẹ́ bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní bàbá lákẹ́ sẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ní NPP táwọn fi bí bàbá owó ẹ̀ àmì ní bá ṣẹ̀ lọ ìbá yẹ̀bọ̀ ní wọ vice president mọ̀ ní báyìí wọ̀ 2025 kẹ̀yà ìbájọpọ̀ ní ìkẹ̀kọ́ máa fẹ́ àfihàn ìwọ̀n bá tàbí wọ́n tó ìgbòmíkú ìlọ́rí fẹ́ràn ní káwọn tó máa lè rí wọ́n bá fi wọ́n fi hàn wọ́n ní sọ èyí ní bàbá wọn amẹ́lẹ́bí ni wọ́n ní lọ́dọ̀ bá yà lè fi wọ́n dá mi ṣe ní amẹ́lẹ́bí wọ̀ pọ̀ kẹ̀kẹ́ sẹ̀tẹ́mà rẹ̀ kátà dìzẹ́mbà àjọ àtúnwò gbogbo ọkùnrin yẹ̀yẹ̀ ọkùnrin bẹ́ẹ̀ ìfi ọjà pé wọ́n á kú kẹ́ ẹ́ àmà bí ìfẹ́ wọ́n sọ wọ́n bí ní sàlẹ̀ òdùbà ní ìlú yẹn fans ní máa bí sí ní sàlẹ̀ òdùbà ní wọ́n rí akẹ́ ìbájọ́ òkùnrin náà sẹ́yìn tó ní ẹgbẹ́ bí efo yẹ ìyẹn àwọn ọmọ ìlú ní máa ṣẹ̀ ìwọ̀n wọn bá lè fa ilé wà lọ tó ní wọ́n wọ́n nínú ní máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí i yóò tẹ́wọ́ náà ní ìwọ̀n ìwọ̀n ọ̀gá. Oh please let's go now for all right, so let's invite the National Association of Garages, the rep from the National Association of Garages, go to come and have just 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes, please.
Yo, Nanano, you did that in any year now. You have to be and penny for the form of any year now. I say, make us up and my one. yɛn ha nyinaa nso mede ani die ma ɔmo sese ne ba na ne ne mpanimfoɔ abɛka mepakyɛ wo chairman regional chairman constituency chairman regional minister mpanimfoɔ amaka ɛne yɛ ankasa Ofosu wɔn so Asante yɛde ani die ma ne nyinaa akyi no nso deɛ abɛde kɛseɛ ma no paa ɛne wan ɛne incoming President Muhammadu Bawumia. Yada wase. In fact, educational ministers, educational father. Me mpanyinfo bi wɔ ha mepakyɛ wɔn nso yɛne wɔn ana ɛwɔ yɛn papa bi mo nso mo ka ho bi yɛnyi mu mfiri mu mekasa ɛma Ghana National Association of Cannabis ɛwɔ Ghana first de yɛfrɛ no kokompe bɛyɛ mpanyinfoɔ ne ahemfo ɛwɔ kurom ama yɛhu sɛ ɛhɔ deɛ kokompe na mmom ɛyɛ Ghana yɛda wɔn ase. So also actually in the exercise. Papa, go there. Boy, we are me boy. Goalkeeper, one channel my. Yet you say, every 1987, about the 600 a while later. Yeah, receptors. Ghana as a mechanic. Yahu here pa Cassia ya constituency nyinaa yɛhɔ na ɔmo ba na ɔmo aba abɛyɛ ɔmo cars nti yɛso mbɔ yɛyɛ technicians sɛdeɛ aminim no afei yɛbɛtena hɔ no nea ɛwɔ hɔ mo bɛhu kokompe anaasɛ ɛha na hɔ sɛsi a adwuma bi a ɛwɔ hɔ biara no yɛankasa na yɛdi ntoboa ɛne yɛde yɛyɛ one electricity yɛyɛ pipes yɛtweyɛ nneɛma bebree wɔ hɔ a yɛankasa ne yɛayɛ mpo yɛfie a yɛsisi anaasɛ yɛ shop so a yɛayɛ nyinaa yɛankasa yɛkɔtɔm yɛade sika mfiri obiara hɔ yɛde yɛnim sɛ aban warren staff ɛna ɔde yɛn baa sɛ yɛbɛtena hɔ saa mmerɛ na yɛbɛtwa kwan akɔ mehabɔ enti yɛyie firi hɔ de yɛbɛtena hɔ yɛde yɛbaeɛ no in fact yɛnso yɛnigye first na obiara ba bɛ sɛ ɔbɛba ha nanso onipa na yɛ adeɛ yie enti yɛbaeɛ ɛba bɛyɛ dɛn yɛbɛtenaeɛ yɛatena ase a adwummerɛ bi a yɛte sɛ wowɔ hɔ a ne yɛbɔ ohu yɛba bɛka ho yɛba bɛyɛ sei yɛba bɛ in fact na ɛdi yɛhwammɔ deɛ ma yɛtu anammɔ yɛmpanimfoɔ a wɔn adi kan Ghana National Association of Cannabis no wɔn adi kan ba in fact wɔn ba bɛyɛ bibi na yɛ na wɔn sese yɛ aw paa yɛ wɔn sese ɛne yɛfrɛ bi sɛ regularization a TDC kakyɛ sɛ ɔregularize hɔ ama yɛ ɛhɔ in fact nti aseɛ ɛnyɛ adwuma wɔ hɔ papa yɛkanakyɛw TDC ama yɛ letters yɛayɛ nneɛma bebree ama yɛ deɛ wɔn yɛ no in fact sika na wɔn ka yɛ te aseɛ ɛne wɔn kɔtena ase. But just recently, letters be asan ba say, yes, you can't know country, or ma asan atutum. Yan tiase, near one with the buyer, the prayer to me here. Now, if you're more satum, not just say, ever higher. Yaba, so I check, and you come out, be a champion baby. Some are young, and then they're young for a being of 70 years. Say, you first cover. Na dia tia sa sika wi no endi ye ka kire yen papa nse se mo ba we ye ha a eso yen ye pese ye be sira mo na sa asemi ya meken ye ko anase ye free ha me papa cho mo fan to mo ka ta so na mo tu ho na mo na mo ni TDC for ni hia na mo ni o mo ka se ga ya sika no ba fom na yen so ye tumi atua sika no me damase me dem nim say papa why na what tears from my ya can be mo na ya bi sa de na oba nyansa for ye kuni be na ya kan asem le da mase.
Thank you very much. Before I move to my next speaker, I would like to acknowledge some traditional chiefs with us today. We have Ashama Kum, Mampusi Chief. He is here with us with his entourage. Ashama Kum, Mampusi Chief. We have Dashama Kum, Dagomba Chief. He is also here with us. We have the Ashama Kum, Songa Chief. He is also here with us. And the Pomana is also here with us. We have the Polonia Dagomba Chief is also here with us. Then we have the Kotopoli Chief, who is also here with us. Choboy, Choboy, Choboy. All right, I have the singular honor to invite to the podium the incoming, Katamanso, the incoming member of Parliament, William Ofosu Asante. Choboy, William Ofosu Asante.
Bawumia mense neno na minena na jeji eristale lubuta Bawumia mense neno na minena na jeji eristale lubuta. Hallelujah. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Nime, Name, members of the clergy, imams, all the stakeholders, including the team of Your Excellency. For the sake of time, we have been permitted to stand on the protocols. I stand here today as the hope of every child in Ghana. If today, William Ofosu Asante sits right next to the incoming president and to be honored by my teachers, my fathers, my chiefs, my pastors, then it is possible for everybody to make it. And so, Your Excellency, ordinarily, I would like to exalt you and talk about how good you are and how good you have been to Ghana and the people of both Katamanso. In fact, I would have loved to talk about the goodness of the MPP government. There's so much to talk about. An example is that, yes, our roads are in deficit, but at least all the major connecting roads are under construction. Not only to be constructed to single lane, but multiple lanes. Your Excellency, even what is beautiful is the fact that all these roads are surrounded by NDC constituencies, but the MPP never let us out. So the Aflawo stretch, Your Excellency, Katamanso, Ningo Pram Pram, Sege, Ada East, Ada West, all of them are NDC, but it's under construction to multiple lanes. Your Excellency, the Apostle stretch from the motorway runabout, Ashama NDC, Katamanso NDC, Ningo Pram Pram NDC, Sayo Sudoku NDC, Eshodaman NDC, still is under construction. Your Excellency, the Adenta stretch from Adenta, Katamanso, Sayo Sudoku, all NDC, still is under construction. So there is a lot to talk about. Health, education, name them. But Your Excellency, with your permission, I'd like to take a little exception. We believe in one thing for all the faiths, that it is God who makes kings. And therefore, and so it is okay that in all our considerations,
we go on our knees and pray and seek the face of God. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, how about we ask God who the next president of Ghana should be? How about we ask God who the next MP of Katamanso should be? Or are we afraid to ask? Certainly, what we do, we will know that His Excellency Dr. Bawumia is the next president of the Republic of Ghana. But, ladies and gentlemen, the choice of God is not always favorable. But if only we can heed, eventually we will give praise to God that we made the choice. And so, the choice may not have been your favorite. It may not be in your interest because of the perspectives. But, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, perhaps, if we mean well, let's look deeper. Let's think twice, and we'll know that His Excellency, Dr. Bawumia, has been ordained as the next president of the Republic of Ghana. However, we don't just say a man is ordained and therefore out of the skies we drop him and make him the leader. This is where preparation meets opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not here to say I know Dr. Bawumia as a personal friend. No. But as a student, what I have come to learn is to research into their background. And with the greatest of respect, His Excellency has distinguished himself in every means, every way. And he has prepared himself, God has prepared him for such a time as this. And so, yes, the problems may be there. There will be challenges. There will be hurdles. But that does not take away the fact that the appointed must be given the opportunity. Katamanso is like the story or the narrative I have just given. Ofosu Asante has been born here. I know the challenges, I feel it, I live it. But the fact that we were born into it and things were not okay doesn't mean when we grow, we should look on and watch things deteriorate further. Therefore, we are resolved to make it work better. And that is why I am here to plead with all of us that let's join our faith, let's join our belief together, and let's support Ofosu Asante, the son of the land, and His Excellency Dr. Bawumia. Your Excellency, finally, I will say, for the first time, Katamanso is ready, and we want to give you our nod. However, when we do, Your Excellency, myself included, they have promised me that they will give me the nod. The lives of over 600,000 population is at stake. Katamanso has become the biggest constituency in Ghana by population, and therefore, it is proper and expedient that we elect the right persons to occupy the realms of leadership. But when we do, Your Excellency, please remember us in paradise. For the first time, Katamanso is turning not for the LPP, but for the servant that God has appointed to lead the nation and to lead the constituency. And what we show you, not only the NDC stand to benefit, LPP stand to benefit. Everybody, because all lives matter. It is possible that Katamanso will become the best constituency in the whole of Ghana. Yes, thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you.
You can do that better. You can do it better. You can do it better. So, is a person that is known to be humble, very respectful, is very creative and innovative. A ban say, yeah, creative policies are a Madonna Tumpua. There has never been any vice president like him. We call him the digital man, the man of the moment.
the man of the moment, the man of the moment, the man of the moment. I have the privilege to introduce to you the next president of the Republic of Ghana. It's Excellency, the Vice President, Dr. Alhaji Bawumia.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Nime, Name, eminent clergy, the chief imams and imams who are here, our Zongo chiefs who are here. Should I say, Nganyefe? I'm so happy to be here today in Katamanso constituency. As you all know, we are in an election season, and so I am going around every constituency in Ghana, all 276, because we will be voting on December 7th. And today, by the grace of God, I'm in Katamanso constituency. Wherever I go, wherever I find myself in any constituency, I hold a meeting such as this, which is the stakeholders meeting. This type of meeting, I know, has not been usual in Ghanaian politics. Usually politicians will go to a constituency and assemble their supporters and speak to them and then leave. But that is not what it's about. I believe that when I go into a constituency, I should listen to the stakeholders, the owners of the constituency, so that I can understand what are the issues, what are the problems that need to be solved. So when I come here, I have the chiefs who are here. I have the clergy, I have the imams, I have the garages, I have the nurses, the teachers, the beauticians, the artisans, so that I can hear from you. I can listen to you and also form my solutions from what I hear from you. Many people know that I am from Wale Wale in the northeast part of Ghana. And when I decided to contest as MPP flag bearer, many people said it wasn't possible. Many people thought the MPP will not vote for me to be leader of the MPP, because the MPP had never voted for somebody who was from the northern part of Ghana. We had normally voted for Akan candidates. But I believe, and I will always believe, that with God, all things are possible. With God, all things are possible. And I believe that God can use anybody to change a country. We know of Cyrus in the Bible, the story of Cyrus in the Bible, and how from Babylonia he helped free the Jews to return to their mother. And I therefore believe that God can use someone from Wale Wale to change Ghana. My heart and my soul is about Ghana. I want to move Ghana to a different level.
regardless of who you support, which political party you are, I believe that I can help lift Ghana to a new level. My heart is about supporting the poor and supporting the vulnerable in our society. They don't usually have a voice. They are weak. They don't know anybody. The poor suffer a lot because they don't know anybody. And so if you look at my track record in government and even before government, you'll see that many of the things that I try to do, I'm trying to lift up the poor and lift up the vulnerable in our society. Today, I find myself as the patron of the lepers aid in Ghana, because the most excluded people in our country are the lepers. People don't even want to touch them. People want to keep them away. But they are very loved people in the eyes of God. And so I have dedicated part of my life to helping the lepers in Ghana. You look at my work with the Kayayi, and these are also an excluded population, very abused on the streets. I said, let us build a center to train them to have alternative skills. And this is why we have a Kayaye empowerment project. We have a hostel built in Ashaman, another one in Medina, and we are training them. And every year we are able to bring out close to 10,000 of them trained in other skills so that they are working. I worry about people who suffer from sickle cell disease that we don't really pay attention to. And this is why I have championed the provision of hydroxyurea, one of the most effective drugs for sickle cell. I led the negotiation, and we have brought it under the National Health Insurance for sickle cell people. This is also why I have championed the issue of dialysis for kidney patients. Because a lot of them, because of the nature of the disease, it's very expensive to do regular dialysis. And so under the National Health Insurance today, we have dialysis which is free for anybody over 60 and under 80. That is where we are going to. One of the things I love about our country, Ghana, is that we are a country of religious tolerance, peace and religious tolerance. In my own family, half of us, my father had 17 children, 9 of us are Christians, 8 of us are Muslims, right in my own family. And even though I am a Muslim as vice president, I am also the patron of the Methodist Boys Brigade of Ghana. And this is what is beautiful about our country, that we are able to live with each other in peace and in tolerance. So if by the grace of God I become president of this country, I will be a president for all of Ghana. Whether you are Christian or Muslim, whether you are poor or rich, I will be a president for all. All of you know that in this election, we have two main candidates who are vying for the position of president. It is Dr. Bawumia and the former president. We are the two people. The former president has been president before, so we all know the record. He was president before, and Katamanso knows his record in Katamanso. Isn't it? We know his record. When he was there, he was vice president and then president. He told us all the meat was finished and we were left with the bones. Do you remember? Because of the bones, even chalk in school was a problem. Chalk was a problem. Teacher training allowances were cancelled. Nursing training allowances were cancelled. We slept in Dumso for over 4 years. 4 years. So many things were spoiled. Lives were lost in hospitals because of Dumso. We had to queue for petrol. Queue for petrol. National health insurance was collapsing. The National Ambulance Service had collapsed. We were in dire straits. Teachers who worked for 3 years were paid 3 months' salary. And it was under these circumstances that when we went into the 2016 election, the former president was voted out of office. Because during his time, there was no COVID-19. There was no Russia-Ukraine war. There was no global economic crisis. But still, all the meat on the bone was finished. Oh, and we were left with bones. He couldn't manage. And at that time, in 2016, we, the MPP, pleaded to the people of Ghana to give us an opportunity. And we said we were bringing transformational leadership. We said if you bring us into office, one of the key policies that we will bring to Ghana is free senior high school education. When we said we were bringing free SHS, the former president told us that it was a lie, that we were deceiving the people of Ghana, that it was 419, that it was not possible. But I said, with God, it is possible. We can do free SHS. For the last 8 years, we have done free SHS. The first time in the history of Ghana that you have free education at senior high school for every Ghanaian who is eligible. Every Ghanaian. First time. And so in the last 7.5 years, 5.7 million children, 5.7 million children have benefited from free SHS. It has been expensive, yes, but it has been worth it. If you look at it, when we came into office, the total enrollment in senior high school was 800,000. 800,000. Then we implemented free SHS. And after 7 years, it went up to 1.4 million. So 60 years of independence, the enrollment was 800,000. 60 years. After 7 years of free SHS, we've added 600,000. So it means that there were many children who were staying at home who could not go to senior high school because their parents could not afford it. What, for me, makes it very heartwarming is that Today, more girls are going to senior high school. Today, more girls are going. Where before free SHS, more boys than girls were in senior high school. In 2016, for every 100 boys, we had 68 girls. Every 100 boys, 68 girls. 2023, for every 100 boys, we have 106 girls in senior high school. It means the girls have now overtaken the boys. And as our Reverend Minister was telling us, today, if you are looking for a housemaid, you'll find it difficult to find. Isn't that the case? Because their parents have come and taken all of them and put them in senior high school. Today, the performance of the students has gone up. In 2016, the West African Senior School Certificate Examination, the core 6 subjects, the pass rate was 45%. 45%. 2023, the pass rate is 64%. This is the highest ever since the WACSI exam started. The highest pass rate ever. And when you look at it in the context of West Africa, the whole of West Africa, the WACSI exams in 2023, the top 3 students in West Africa, number 1, number 2, number 3, were all from Ghana. We're all from Ghana. That tells us that our standards have gone up. Our standards have gone up. Then, what is also interesting is that the students today, in 2016, chalk was a problem in the schools. But today we are buying computer tablets to distribute to every single senior high school student. Everyone is getting a tablet, which will have all their textbooks. And we are also giving laptops to all teachers from kindergarten to senior high school. All of them are getting laptops. This is, very, very transformational. Art, STEM education we have done, and we have invested also, not in free SHS alone, we also have free technical and vocational education in Ghana. And we have invested 6 billion Ghana cedis in the last 7 years in technical and vocational education, because the world of work today is about skills, and we want our children to acquire the skills. We have equipped the technical colleges and universities, and we have equipped the vocational institutes with state-of-the-art equipment. So our children can go and learn and get certified in the trades. Our artisans can get certified. Today, we have restored the teacher training allowances that were cancelled. Today, we have restored the nursing training allowances that were cancelled. And today, the National Health Insurance Scheme has been uplifted. It has been strengthened. Today, it covers childhood cancer, it covers sickle cell, it covers dialysis for kidney failure. The ambulance service has been resuscitated. We now, instead of the 37 ambulances, we brought in 307 ambulances for the National Ambulance Service. You are seeing the Dumso is not there anymore. We are not queuing for petrol, notwithstanding the major global economic crisis that we have done. And as I said, if you look at the work our government has done, we've done a phenomenal amount of work in the midst of the crisis. It's not that we've done everything. No, we haven't done everything. But if you look at what we have done, no government in the Fourth Republic has done as much as we have done. No government has done as much. No, we have created more jobs, 2.1 million jobs, than any other government. Documented. We built more roads than any other government. More railways than any other government. More hospitals than any other government. More schools than any other government. More sanitation facilities than any other government. More public libraries than any other government. More courthouses than any other government. More equipment for the police and military than any other government. More fish landing sites than any other government. We built Elmina Harbour. We built Jamestown Harbour as well. We have brought so many policies, and that we have done. I know in Kpone, Katamanso, listening to you, your problems, the major problems are your water and your roads, as you have said. As I was listening, I called the director for the CEO for the Ghana Water Company Limited to understand what the problem really is. So he's sending his team here tomorrow to look at it. But my whole attitude is that God doesn't give us a problem without a solution. I believe that this problem is going to be solved, and I'm going to lead the solution to the water problem in Kpone, Katamanso. I'm going to make sure we solve this problem. I'm being told that we need to expand the pipes. Whatever we need to do, we are going to do it to solve this problem. And I'm going to be at the forefront to solve this water problem. And also to look at the roads as well, to continue with the work on the roads that is going on now. I will put my heart into this matter. And I've asked the Ghana Water people to report to me when they come tomorrow to do their assessment, so that we see what to do. I know that, Pastor, you also ask for support for your church, and I mean that is a good way. Sometimes God brings people in front of you to give you the opportunity. I support a lot of churches. I don't make announcements, but I support a lot of churches in the construction of churches and so many things. I do a lot. I'm going to make a significant contribution to this church for you to complete this thing. I will help you. I do support a lot of churches as I do. So I will make a contribution for you to continue with the good work that you are doing here. I will do that. One of the things that I have not mentioned in terms of what we have done as a government is the area of digitalization and digital transformation of Ghana. Many people don't understand my passion about digital transformation. I wrote a book 14 years ago before I came into government. At that time I was at Oxford University. I wrote a book on African development and Ghana's development. And I said in that book that Africa and Ghana should go digital because the global economy is going digital. And if we don't go digital, we are going to be left behind. And I said that digital was the best way to help the poor people. Because in our environment, it's who you know that matters. But if you digitalize things, the computer or the mobile phone cannot ask you for a bribe. You will get it immediately. isn't it? So you can get efficiency, you can reduce corruption if you go digital, and you can solve many problems if you go digital. This is what I wrote in the book 14 years ago, before I became vice president. So when I became vice president, we had a blueprint already, which we had put in our manifesto to digitalize Ghana. And the first thing we said, any country that wants to enter the digital age must have digital identity for its citizens. And this is why we said the Ghana card must be issued to everybody. Many people did not understand it. And they said Dr. Bawumia has abandoned economics and he's now doing digitalization. But without digitalization, there's no economics in this global economy. It's a key part of the economy. So we have done the Ghana card, issued 18 million Ghana cards so far. And that is helping us already, because over 85% of adult Ghanaians now have a unique identity. For the first time in our history, we have a national identity database, which is digital. First time in our history. So today, it's difficult for people to present fake identities. That is the root of corruption. Because if people are corrupt and they can go and change their identity, then you cannot deal with corruption. And so, one of the things we've done with the Ghana card is to use it to eliminate ghost workers on our payroll. You know that ghost workers have one problem. The problem they have is that they don't have fingerprints. So if you want to catch a ghost worker, you ask for your fingerprints. They will not be able to provide. So we said that let us take the Ghana card to the government payroll and link every worker with their Ghana card. When we went to SNIT, we used the Ghana card, we found 29,000 ghost patients. SNIT, 29,000 ghost patients, collecting pay without being patients. We saved SNIT 400 million Ghana cedis. 400 million Ghana cedis. When we went to National Service Secretariat, we found 44,000 ghost National Service personnel. 44,000. We saved National Service 350 million Ghana cedis. Just two institutions, 750 million Ghana cedis. Now we went to Controller and Accountant General, and we've eliminated all the ghost workers there. So today, because of digitalization, thanks to the Ghana card, we can say with all humility and without fear of any contradiction that we've eliminated ghost workers from the government payroll. This is a problem we had since independence, but we've solved that problem. And today, because everybody has unique identity, and today what we are doing in Ghana is similar to what is done overseas. If a child is born in Ghana today, and you take that child for weigh-in, at the weigh-in, because we've connected the National ID database with the Ghana Health Service database and the Births and Death Registry database. If you take a child who is born in Kpone, Katamanso today to the hospital, at the weigh-in, they are going to give that child two identities, the Ghana card ID and the birth certificate ID at the same time. At the same time, there's no country in Africa that does this. No country in Africa. And I want to tell you that we have gone and we have registered the Ghana card with the International Civil Aviation Organization in Montreal, Canada. It has gone through all the steps and it has passed. And so the Ghana card is recognized today in 44,000 airports and border points in the world. 44,000. So today, if you are outside Ghana and your passport is missing, even if it is not missing, if you are in China, America, UK, Germany, Japan, Saudi Arabia, anywhere, and your passport is missing and you want to come back to Ghana, you can take your Ghana card, board a plane, and come back to Ghana. We are the only country in Africa that can do that. Only country that has gone through that. And our Ghana card is internationally recognized. Today, let us know that the United States of America doesn't have digital identity. They are yet to do the Ghana card as we have done. The UK doesn't have it. The European Union has given all the countries in the EU up to 2030 to issue digital identities to their country. But Ghana, we are already ahead. We are already ahead. Before the end of this year, at Kotoka International Airport, we are going to begin what we call the e-gates system. So if you arrive in Kotoka and you have a Ghana card, you don't have to go to immigration anymore. You go to the e-gate, put it there, it will open for you, and you enter Ghana. We are moving this country to a different level. We are moving this country to a different level. We've done many policies. We brought the digital address system. Before, many places in our country had no addresses. But you cannot develop as a country without an address system. So we decided to go digital and brought a digital address system to Ghana. When I said that we will go digital, to have a digital address, many people were mocking the whole idea. They said that it was not possible. And I said, by the grace of God, it is possible. And today, we have implemented a digital address system. There is no house or property on land or on water in Ghana that does not have a digital address. Every place has a digital address. And so you can find every house, you can find every church, you can find every mosque, everywhere has a digital address. And Ghana is only the second country in the whole world to implement a digital address system. The whole world, we are the second country to do so. When we came into office, many Ghanaians did not have a bank account. 70% of Ghanaians did not have a bank account. But you cannot develop a country when people are excluded from the financial system. So when you looked at it, many Ghanaians had a Momo account, mobile money account, but did not have a bank account. But the Momo account was limited because if you had MTN, you couldn't send money to someone with Vodafone or to Airtel, and you couldn't take money from a bank account and put it into a Momo account. So I looked at the situation and we said, look, let us do what we call mobile money interoperability, so that you can send money from one telco to another, from a bank account to a Momo account, from a Momo account to a bank account. But when I said that we would do it, because no country had done it in Africa, people said it was not possible. I said, by the grace of God, it is possible, and we are going to do it. And as it is today, we have done it. We are the first country in Africa to do mobile money interoperability. And today, you can move money from your bank account to your Momo account, from MTN to Telecel to Airtel, Tigo. Even if somebody sends you money from abroad, today it comes onto your mobile phone. You don't need to go to Western Union to queue to get it because of mobile money interoperability. Today, because of mobile money interoperability, you can take your mobile phone and buy electricity credit sitting in your own home. You don't have to go to ECG. Today, even if you are in China, and you call home and they tell you the light is off, we need credit. From China, you can take your mobile phone and buy electricity credit for your home in Ghana. You can take your mobile phone and renew your national health insurance and pay your utility bill. All is because of mobile money interoperability. We are the first country in Africa to do so. Mobile money interoperability, what we are doing, does not exist in the United States. It does not exist in Canada. It does not exist in the UK. But Ghana, we have taken the lead and we have it for our people. You remember, you could go to the hospital and they will tell you that your folder is missing. Do you remember? You get there and the nurse will tell you, or the assistant will tell you that they can't find your folder, isn't it? So when we came, we said, let's digitalize all the health records. Let's put everybody's record in the computer so that the folders cannot get missing anymore. We have digitalized all the records in every teaching hospital, like Kulebo and Komfanochi and so all the teaching hospitals. We have completed. We have digitalized all the records in every regional hospital. We have digitalized all the records in every district hospital. By next year, inshallah, we will finish with the CHIPS compounds and the polyclinics. So today, if they refer you from Wa, Sefiyu or so, or Afajato South or wherever to Kolebu, you don't need a folder. You will go with your ID number. The doctor in Kolebu will put it into the computer and all your medical records will appear for the doctor. Ghana, we are the only country in Africa that has this system. Only country on the whole continent. And even the advanced countries like America, they don't have this type of system. But we are able, because of digitalization, to do this. We brought drones into Ghana to help us with the remote areas. You can go to the farm and you have a snake bite and you need anti-snake serum immediately. A woman can be giving birth and needs blood immediately. How do you get in remote areas medicines to get there? I had a personal experience in Tamale in 2002. When my father went an operation and they needed blood urgently, we rushed to the blood bank. It was closed. It was in the evening, the night. It was closed. We tried to get the operator, the manager of the blood bank. We couldn't get him throughout the night. By the morning, my father had passed away. So when I heard about a new technology from America, called drones, the zipline drones, that could deliver blood, medicines, vaccines to all remote parts of Ghana and everywhere. I remember, I said, if this technology was there, my father would still be alive. So I got up and took a team and we went to San Francisco. We went to meet this zipline company and I told them, we need your technology in Ghana. And they agreed and they have come and they've set up 6 medical drone delivery centers. And we are delivering medicines every day to 2,700 hospitals and health facilities across Ghana. Every day. They are flying an average of 100 flights a day. And every flight is saving a life because it's an emergency. And so far, what is very interesting is that the drone centers are all 100% manned by Ghanaians. No foreigners have money. We insisted that we train the Ghanaians and the Ghanaians will manage it. So we are 100% manned by young Ghanaians. And if you look at where we are today in terms of medical drone delivery in the world, the whole world, Ghana is the leading medical drone delivery service in the whole world. Recently, the US Vice President, Kamala Harris, basically gave Ghana, congratulated Ghana for taking leadership in medical drone delivery in the world. And the US is about to start it. The US is about to start it. And we have done it already. So we are bringing all these new technologies to bear. I believe that Ghana should not be intimidated. I believe that it is possible for Ghana to go above the developed countries. We always think that if it hasn't been done by the developed countries, we cannot do it. No, we can take the lead. I want us to do better than them. I believe we can. I believe it is possible. And we need a mindset of possibility for us to be able to do this. One of the things I want to introduce, if God gives me the opportunity to become president of this country, one of the major reforms or transformations I want to bring to Ghana is to look at what is happening in the advanced countries and look at their system. If you look at livelihoods, it seems easier to, so to speak, in the advanced countries than in Ghana. Life is harder here in Ghana and in Africa relative to the advanced countries. But why is life harder here? In the advanced countries, they have what is called a credit system. They operate on the basis of a credit system. So if you want to buy a TV, you go and pick it up from the shop and you pay small. After 3 years, you finish paying for your TV. If you want to buy a car, you pick it up and pay small. If you are a church and you want to buy musical equipment, you pick it up and you pay small. But in Ghana, everything you want to do is cash down. Everything you want is cash. So life is hard. If you are a teacher here or a nurse here, your colleague in America or the UK can consume 10 times the goods that you can consume. Because you have to use your whole salary to go and buy one. They will just pay small. So I want Ghana. I want to move Ghana away from the cash system and we introduce a credit system in Ghana.